All right, everybody. Oh, hold on. All right, everybody. A little technical difficulty. Welcome back. Happy Monday, unless you're a Browns fan. Uh, I am at a loss for words for what happened yesterday. The score really it doesn't do its justice. You may look at this and say, you may look at the score and say, oh well, it was a close game. Must have been a good close game, right? Please tell me I'm right. Well, you were wrong. Okay. We were on pace to getting blown the fuck out by the Colts, an Andrew Luckless Colts. Okay, we almost got blown out by a guy who can't even throw more than 30 yards. Okay, that's pathetic. All right, we had a lot of things go wrong. Just a lot of things go wrong. So I can't even fathom. I really just we were supposed to win this game. This was supposed to be the start of, we might go 3-2, we might split, and we might end up 2-3. This was something that was supposed to dig us out of the basement because the fucking Bengals lost yesterday. Okay, and now week 4 it's going to be the battle of who can dig themselves out of the basement. I sure as shit don't think we're going to win. I mean, they couldn't fire Ken Zampese maybe after the Browns game. And maybe Hughes should just promote his fucking QB coach to offensive coordinator because he sure as shit doesn't know how to call plays. So yeah, we lost to the Colts, 31-28. We should have lost by a lot more, but we got hot in the fourth quarter. But we did it with no timeouts because Hugh Jackson decided to blow all of his timeouts with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I have no idea what he was doing there. And it's so aggravating watching Hugh Jackson because I really like him. I really want him to succeed. I really do. Because just watching him last year, he went from being an optimistic guy who's like, I think we can win at least 5 games, 6 games maybe last year. He's like, I like the team that we have. Then we just had injuries after injury. And we go to 0-12 or some shit, and he's just you could tell he's a broken man. He was a broken man. I mean, he fucking cried after we lost to the Giants, a game that I was at, where Josh McCown threw a pick 6 to a motherfucker with no fingers on his right hand. Okay? I don't know how he did it. I would have resigned after week 11. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. And so I really want to see him succeed here. But I don't know. I don't know. We need an offensive coordinator, and I don't think he needs to get that through his thick skull. Okay? Now, granted, he does have one of the worst wide receiving cores in all of the league, especially with Corey Coleman, your best receiver, going down because he's got glass bones and paper skins, particularly in his hand. Okay, and I'll get to the receiving core and the offense and all this shit in a minute. Just let me vent about this team overall. Okay, I'm really starting to worry that we drafted fucking Jabril Peppers over the likes of T.J. Watt. Okay, a guy who I really wanted, who I thought would at least maybe fall to the second round. We could have taken him in the second round. I'm not really upset that we took Njoku anymore because I really like Njoku, especially since he got his second career touchdown last night or yesterday. Okay, so I was at a cookout yesterday, so I wasn't really watching it completely like I normally do. Like week 1 and week 2, I watched the full game, from start to end. Well, yeah, week 2 I kind of switched over to the Indians because I couldn't take any more of it. So, okay. I wasn't really watching it, but I saw Duke Johnson's touchdown run. I saw Njoku's touchdown pass. I didn't see much of the comeback. I followed it a little bit on Twitter because a host of a cookout turned it off because we didn't want to fucking watch it, and I don't blame him. So Following a little bit through Twitter. Then we turn it back on, and all of a sudden we're down by 3, and we do it on. So we do possibly one of the worst onside kicks since Chris Boswell's kick against Baltimore. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, and kicked it right to the guy. And so you think and there was 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. You think, oh, well, maybe they have at least 2 timeouts left. Maybe they kept all their timeouts. They can maybe, if they force them to go 3 and out, they can stop the clock. They'll have more than enough time to march down the field. You would be wrong because we had no fucking timeouts. Okay, we are lucky that we sent them to a 3 and out. And not only you have Jabril Peppers, fair catch, who I'm really getting nervous about Jabril Peppers. I think he fucking sucks. Okay, but that partially has to do with Greg Williams playing a 45 yards deep. Okay, like he's returning a punt. I swear, it seems like we drafted a first-round player. Seems like we drafted a first-round safety who all he's going to do is return kickoffs and punts, and half the time they don't even kick to him because Roger Goodell decided to move the kickoff line from the 30 to the 35. God damn, I miss kickoffs. I think we all miss kickoffs. But anyway, shit, I lost track of what I was talking about. Jeez, I can't remember what I was talking about. This team is infuriating. Oh yeah. Okay, so the clock went down. So Jabril Peppers fair catches a ball. He fair catched it. I think at I don't know. I think it was like the 11-yard line or something. Instead of just letting it bounce into the end zone. So yeah, and if he would, and okay, so now we're in horrible. We have horrible field position. Granted, there's only 14 seconds left. Okay, 14 fucking seconds left. That's all we have. That's all the time that we have to get rid of a. That's all the time that we have to get downfield. We had to do a Hail Mary. We had no timeouts or enough time to even march down the field, do a little bit of hurry up, and then get in field goal range and kick the field goal to send it to overtime. So just overall, just horrible game management. And I think somebody made a point on Twitter, said Hugh Jackson's he's wearing too many hats. He's trying to call the offense. He's trying, he's worried about the offense. He can't keep track of his fucking timeouts or his challenges or any of that shit. If he hires an offensive coordinator, he can actually coach. He needs to get that through his head. And I'm worried that he won't. I'm really worried that he won't. I'm sorry, but I don't think he will. But let's hope that he does, because I think Jay Gruden is going to end up getting fired because Dan Snyder's a fucking idiot, and that Jay Gruden will be our offensive coordinator, or we should just hire somebody from college. Okay, I mean, why not? Run it like half these guys are fresh out of college anyway. Keep them with their, I don't know, give them a college style offense, I guess. Okay. So let's get to the defense first, because Mr. Aim for the Head, Mr. Tough, I say fuck all the time. Greg Williams, what his defense was infuriating me last night. I don't understand how. I mean, his defense went. I know it's just the preseason, but his defense looks so good. Like we finally had our shit together. And now I get some of this has to do with the players, but you're going up against a scrambling quarterback in Jacoby Brissett, who, all right, all he does on 3rd and long, so like 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, whatever. He always blitzes. He sends the full house with his linebackers, and then you have nobody to cover the middle because we have all right. And I know there's injuries. I know Collins was out. I know that Myles Garrett isn't back yet. Myles Garrett should be coming back next week, hopefully. Jamie Collins as well. Okay, so the defensive line can't barely get pressure because all they're doing is double teaming Ogba, and all they got to do is shut down Ogunjobi because Ogunjobi's a beast. He's another steal that this front office found. Okay, Javon Cooley. I don't know. I don't pay attention to defensive linemen. I'm not really looking at that, but he doesn't seem like he had a good game. And Carl Nassib, I love Carl Nassib. I think he'd be a great backup. He's not starter material though. Okay, we really need Myles Garrett. All right, I cannot emphasize how much we miss Myles Garrett. We really do. I mean, just we really need him. We really need him back, and I think once we get him back, the defense should be okay. But then we get into the secondary. Okay, I think I've said before that this secondary is awful. I've mentioned it on No Holds Barred podcast that I do with F95523. Yeah, plug him real quick. His channel will be in the description below. You can look. We have a great linebacking core. We will have a really good defensive line once Myles Garrett comes back. But that secondary, other than I guess I don't know. Peppers was the one bright spot on that team. All right, Brian Body Calhoun, Derek Kindred, our free safety. I really like him. I think he's doing a good job. But I think we're gonna have to draft a real free safety. I really do, or just at least maybe sign a veteran. Okay, we tried that with Calvin Pryor, but his dumbass ended up fighting Mr. Butterfingers, Ricardo Lewis in the locker room. So I don't. I'm the state of this. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm not trying to be typical Browns fan who's like, we need to start over again. All these guys are busts. Blah blah blah. Let's trade Myles Garrett. Nah. Okay, those people need to be those people need to be tased. All right. So I gotta calm down for a second. All right. So the secondary. Other than Kendrick, Brian Body Calhoun, and maybe Jabril Peppers, is fucking awful. Okay, Jason McCourty, I get he's not here for the performance. He's here to establish that veteran leadership. That's fine. But when you haven't won a game and you have a secondary as bad as this, I expect you to at least be able to not get burned every time. This is why we cut Joe Hayden, because he kept getting burned. Okay? Jamar Taylor, he's fucking terrible. I think we're going to end up cutting him once we draft a real shutdown corner in the draft this year, right after we go full wide receiver in the first round. Give me Sammy Cobbs and Calvin Ridley, please. And the Texans lost too, so that was good. We still own their first round pick. I'm trying to think of more bright spots. That defense was just fucking awful. Jamar Taylor kept getting burned by T.Y. Hilton. I don't know why he's our number one corner, but that is what it is. So, yeah, defense was bad. They did come alive in the second half, but you can't have that. You have to have a strong defense, the whole way. But, yeah, whatever. Okay. Offense. Oh, man. Okay, so Isaiah Crowell earlier this week, he said that he's thinking about he wanted to run the ball more. He wanted to get the ball more. Now Isaiah Crowell he's all like I want the ball more. I went to Hugh Jackson and asked him if he could run the ball more. All that. I'm glad he did that because maybe it woke Hugh Jackson up. But it's not gonna work when you can't find a hole to save your life. Okay, and then Isaiah Crowell, he's trying to get paid, and he's certainly not. He's not acting like he's gonna get paid. Okay, he was asked about his contract, his upcoming contract. He's like, I'm thinking about it during the game. I'm thinking about it before the game. I'm thinking about it after the game. I'm thinking about my contract all the time. Get off my fucking team. Yeah, I don't want guys thinking like that. I want guys to, putting their team first. I don't want I hope to God we don't sign him. I really do. Let the Jets, let the Jaguars, let some stupid fucking team. Maybe the Redskins will take him. Okay, they seem to be a throwaway from the Colts. They seem to be where old Browns players go to die. DeQuell Jackson, Barkevius Mingo, those Josh Cribbs, all those guys. They all went to Indianapolis. I don't. All right, so the offense. Let's see. Okay, so our running backs are fucked. Where is Matthew Days? That's what I want to know. This is the third week in a row that we've been asking this question. Where the hell is Matthew Days? Unless they're developing him, step up when Crowell is gone. I don't know. Okay, Duke Johnson. He came in for a couple plays, got a touchdown, got a great touchdown run. Duke Johnson. We need him as a running back more, but we have no receivers. Now I will get to the receivers. Jordan Leslie. My boy, we drafted him or no, we didn't draft him. We called him up, or no, we cut him in the preseason, uh, and now we got him back since Corey Coleman went down. He had an incredible one-handed Odell Beckham-esque catch yesterday. Incredible catch. Proved why he shouldn't have been cut in the first place. So I was really happy to see him do good. Um, God, I'm trying to think. He wasn't targeted again though, which didn't make sense to me. Kaysen or Kaysen, I think Kaysen Williams. Great pickup from Seattle, right? No, he ended up miscommunicating with Deshaun Kaiser. Deshaun Kaiser again with the red zone interceptions, gave it up. Deshaun Kaiser, I'm not going to criticize him. I'm going to defend him. I was criticizing him last week. He has no goddamn receivers. These receivers are the most incompetent players that I have ever seen. It's almost like what the Browns did was that they switched the mindset of last year's offensive line with this year's wide receivers. While our offensive line last year was one of the worst in the league, it got better, okay, and it looks better. Now our wide receivers are fucking garbage, okay. Hollywood Higgins, I don't know how you, Rashard Hollywood Higgins. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard because you can't make catches where jack shit, or you're just causing offensive pass interference all the time whenever we get a good game. Okay, Ricardo Lewis, you can't hold on to a ball. Okay, don't have a kid because you'll just end up dropping it. Um, that was mean. Wow. Uh, okay. Jesus, I am sorry. If Ricardo Lewis listened to this, that was the spur of the moment. I am sorry, bro. Holy shit. All right. Okay. And Kenny Britt, you fucking asshole. You do not deserve to be an NFL player. You do not deserve to be a Cleveland Brown. And if there was an ability where NFL players like Johnny Manziel, like Josh Gordon, and like Kenny Britt or Dwayne Bowe, well, I don't want to rip Dwayne Bowe because he was trash here, but that was on us. He was really good in Kansas City. So that's if there was like a special ability or something to give away to switch to give people NFL talent that they don't give a shit about. Kenny Britt, Johnny Manziel, and Josh Gordon would be the candidate. All former Browns. Kenny Britt, just take your $10 million and get the fuck out of here. Okay. Well, if I was the Browns owner right now, I would gladly give you $10 million and walk out that fucking door. You are a disgrace to the position that is known as wide receiver. Okay. You don't. I'm jogging. I'm around. I don't give a shit. Sammy Coates went down with a hamstring injury. He probably won't be back till next week. What do I give a shit? I mean, that's your attitude. Okay, we brought you in to be a veteran leader to these young receivers. Yeah, I know we're very depleted. Hugh Jackson told you, step up, be a man. Show these young players what it takes to be a receiver in the NFL. And you're just like, okay, all right, I will, yeah, whatever. Then you proceed to get shit faced on Instagram Live. I don't understand you, buddy. I don't understand you. I really don't. I really fucking don't. Offense is just so bad. So all right, so this is why I told you last week. Look them up, Simi Cobbs and Calvin Ridley. We need to draft those two wide receivers in the first round. Do whatever it takes to trade up and get them if we have to. If they're right at it, I swear to God, if we take an offensive lineman or some defensive lineman in the first round, it is going to be a shades of Phil Taylor and Cameron Irving. I am going to scream, okay, because we should have two top 10 picks, hopefully. And if we trade back for more picks and don't get either Simi Cobbs or Calvin Ridley, oh my God, I don't I don't want to think about that. I think it'll be inevitable. I can't think of any more bright spots. Offensive line looked good, I guess. That's the best. That's the best that I can muster up. Why are we playing Peppers back so deep? I don't know, but it's gonna fuck his career up, and we're gonna look like idiots for drafting him over T.J. Watt and trading back and not getting Malik Hooker. David Njoku, I really like you. You got your second career touchdown pass. Um, you're gonna have a lot, buddy. You're gonna be. I think you're gonna be our generation's Ozzie Newsome for the Browns. Hopefully you can get a. Hopefully you can play on some good teams. And if not, then I don't blame you for leaving. Go to the Dolphins. Go back to Miami if you want. I wouldn't blame you for leaving. It would suck because I really like watching you play now. You've really won me over. Because I was skeptical. I thought we made a mistake picking you because we missed out on OJ Howard and Evan Ingram. I am really proud of you, buddy. I'm really proud of you. So I'm really happy that you're a Brown. But if you want to leave, I won't blame you. I won't blame you. So I don't know. Seth Deval or Devalve. I think that I've said his. I found out I've been saying his name wrong. Um, he had a good game, other than some offensive pass interference. But I really like him as our tight end number two. Um, yeah, those are there's a few positives I could scrape up. Other than that, we got a lot of work to do. As Hugh Jackson says, we got to get better. No shit. So now next week we have the Bengals. If Jamie Collins is now they shit the bed against the Packers, and the Packers were pretty depleted. Now, if we can step up, Hugh Jackson always seems to play pretty well against his former team. I was at a Bengals Browns game last year. It was a snow game, and we kind of hung in there. So I don't know. We'll see. I might be going to this game actually. So I really hope it won't be disappointed. Um, but I have a feeling I will. Myles Garrett, if he comes back, we're winning this game. So if Myles Garrett and Jamie Collins are back, same with Sammy Coates, we'll get our first win of the year, and we'll be in third place. If not, then we're in deep shit. We are in deep shit. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So my picks for next week for the Browns, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go 24 to 14 Browns. I think this could be Kaiser's breakout game, but who knows? We don't have any receivers. Okay, maybe Kenny Britt will say, "Hey, maybe I should play good. Maybe I should earn the rest of my contract." But I really have my doubts. Anyway, I think that's about it. Uh, Nothing really left for me to say. Then I mean that this time. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I don't know. I think that's it. I guess. Okay. Well, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at _BACA55. That's BACA. I will be on the No Holds Barred podcast with fellow YouTuber F95523 on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Around that time is usually when we do it, or if we have to schedule it for later, we always do, but we always get them done on Saturdays, where we just go over the NFL picks, week 2, all that stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys Monday, or if any kind of shit happens in the Cleveland sports world, I will be back for a video. But for now, say our goodbyes and later.